and Public Relations Officer of the National Association of Proprietors of Private Schools, Ayodele Chukwumaisibo, joins me now to discuss today's event. Good to have you join us.
Thank you very much.
We've been dealing with the pandemic. I mean, around the world, this has taken a toll on education. There's still a debate on whether schools should reopen in several countries or whether schools shouldn't reopen. But let's talk about the impact this has had on teachers across the country.
Oh, yes. Currently, it has been devastating. I can actually tell you as of today, I got a lot of school calls us and say, do we still have, maybe people who have submitted CV? Because there were huge vacancies in a lot of schools in our own vicinity today. Why? Because after 6 months of lockdown, a teacher does not have anything, no remuneration or anything. What most of them finally did was to move into other professions. So there was huge brain drain. At least 20% of workforces in some schools have actually evaporated.
So how will that, because now that schools are going to resume, so how will that impact on the learning process? Yeah,
the unfortunate thing is that those that left are experienced hands. So you're going to move in to start employing some other people. We are going to build along the line to fit into the school system. So definitely there will be a gap which needs to be stopped within an interim period, yes.
So what has this shown us, this pandemic, what has it shown us about how teachers, the welfare of teachers generally in the country?
The welfare of teachers in the country is at a sorry state. Like I was talking to somebody, I said, in this country, even as private schools, some private schools still pay 10,000 naira per month to a teacher, which leads you to less than $1 a day, because that will give you about $300 per annum for a teacher. Right now, the situation is terrible that government needs to come into place. We need a minimum wage for teachers. Reason is this, is teachers that build everybody. You have minimum wage for doctors, you have minimum wage for this. I think teachers should even be at the highest pay. Let me tell you, for example, if you take in US, the minimum salary for a teacher, lowest in the US, is $39,000 per annum. Highest is about 67. You go to some other country like South Korea, China, Luxembourg, as small as Luxembourg, not up to the size of Lagos, minimum wage is $75,000 a year. But you find out that the minimum wage in Nigeria is still below $1,000 per annum. And we said teachers are the nation builder. Like according to this year, teachers, we're talking living crisis, building a future. It is high time government comes into roundtable and says, look, nobody else can build this country apart from a teacher. Because we teachers nurture for national development. In everything we do, we're actually the one that governs everybody. So therefore, we need to go into that system, have a government partaking, all bodies that belong to teacher coming into a round forum and say, let's give it a shot. Let's even have a minimum wage for teachers.
And so this is where I want to jump in, because everyone continues to talk about how if we must move forward as a country, yes, we have to prioritize education. At the heart of education are teachers. Yes. So for you, what should be the benchmark when we talk about teachers' welfare? What is the benchmark?
Number one, let me even tell you something. Right now in this country, less than 20% of a teacher has one form of insurance. If you start and say, government says, okay, we're not going to take much part in your salaries, but we're going to insure all Nigerians against, all Nigerian teachers against, maybe you have to go to the hospital will be free for you, insurance will cover you, you have to do many things. You understand me? And I think a benchmark should be made. Right now, we're talking about 30,000 minimum wage. But if you ask me, there is nothing wrong in a teacher having 100 minimum wage, 100,000 naira a month, based on the economic scenario we have now. Because why? When a teacher is well paid, he will be happy. He will be able to deliver, impact more. And that's the drive we should follow right now.
We're talking about childcare, basically, and that's basically left to teachers. Even parents have to trust teachers to do that all through the day. Thanks so much for talking to us. Chukwumaisibo, thanks for talking to us.
Thank you very much.